Hello and welcome to Terra Invicta, and this is made by, as far as I'm aware, the modding team behind The Long War, which was a mod for the XCOM series, and I'm actually someone that didn't ever play that, and that makes me a little bit intimidated. So you're going to get to see me absolutely flail about and suck very hard in this game. If you would like to check it out, by the way, there is a link in the description. It has just released into its full version from early access, as far as I know, at least. So let's start a new game and actually see what's going on. Okay, so yes, for your first game, it is recommended to play as the Resistance faction with the tutorial enabled. All right, so whoa, wait a minute. There are so many factions. I thought there was only 2. Okay, wow, I didn't know that. The tutorial is available for the Resistance faction in this scenario and is strongly recommended for new players. Okay, so... Okay, yeah, we'll go for the, I guess, 2026 scenario. That's quite relevant, isn't it? And we have 8 factions in the solar system. I suppose we are going to be doing that. Aliens arrive on Earth in 2026. Okay, that's quite funny. Is that going to happen? Okay, so, yeah, protect humanity by resisting the alien invasion. Faction difficulty is 3 stars, and you can see we have 4 different difficulties here. We'll play on normal, I guess, and we can play on long campaign, accelerated campaign, or we can just customize it. Okay, well, I have no idea. The extended campaign, your strategies will take some time to play out, may take more than 100 hours to complete successfully. I'm not entirely sure if I want to do that for my first game. We both the humans and aliens to get things done faster without much change in difficulty. Okay, yeah, we'll do the accelerated one, I guess. We'll do the accelerated one and see how that goes. I mean, as I say, I've never played this game ever before. I'm very excited because I'm a huge fan of the XCOM series in general, and this has kind of got that feeling, and it's also kind of got a little bit of Crusader Kings thrown in there too, apparently.
We remember the day the stars answered, the day we learned we were not alone. As a familiar sun rose on an unfamiliar universe, some of us saw wondrous possibility and others existential danger. The astronomers had insisted that the bright streak in the sky was no natural phenomenon. Most of us didn't really believe them until it burned through our atmosphere and crashed in a remote region, leaving only wreckage and uncertainty. In our ignorance, we fractured, taking refuge in our most primal emotions. Each of us saw what we wanted to see. Everyone loves heroes, depends on them, to save us from evil, lead us through darkness. Problem is, real heroes are always ignored. What no one understands is that being shot at is easy. The hard part is convincing someone they're drowning before it's too damn late.
Welcome to the tutorial for Terra Invicta. This is the beginning of a standard campaign of the game at the difficulty you selected. The tutorial has 2 primary components which function independently of each other. Both components will be marked with the tutorial icon. Alright, so let me see here. Yeah, alright, okay. This is going to be... I have a feeling this is going to be very, very complex, and I probably should have played this by myself first, shouldn't I? Yes, probably. But that's the funny thing. Most of the really, really cool moments happen to me on the very first play, and then I miss those, you know, with the recording, and then it's just very sad. Anyway. Okay, they won't teach you how to win. Humanity's flying blind, dealing with this unprecedented event, and you'll sometimes have to make decisions based on incomplete information and intuition. Oh dear, a game about intuition? I'm gonna hit myself in the face. Anyway, the campaign starts just before the first mission assignment phase, during which you will give your first commands to your faction. To start playing, click continue. An alien vessel has crashed down in the Nyala region in Sudan. While the wreckage is unrecoverable, we suspect an alien lifeform escaped into the surrounding countryside.
Greetings, Commander. I am pleased to report the Council has appointed you leader of our organization. I am Fiona Iowade, your Chief of Staff. While most of the world is reacting with fascination at the arrival of an alien species on Earth, we represent a small group who believes the aliens' crash landing and disappearance may signify a potential threat. We intend to build an international organization capable of investigating and, if necessary, combating any danger aliens may pose.
Okay, well, thanks for that. Okay, so I recommend we send a counselor to investigate the crash site in the Nyala region. Okay, so our other counselors may be best used in trying to gain influence in nations that may be able to contribute resources to our cause.
Our council is made up of some of the Earth's best and brightest. They are capable, connected, and standing by for your orders.
Our counselors are our faction's primary way to interact with the situation on Earth. Counselors can perform missions to expand our influence in Earth's nations, protect our interests worldwide, and investigate the alien arrival. Periodically, the game will enter the mission assignment phase, during which all factions will secretly assign their counselors to missions. Okay, secretly. Oh, okay, interesting. Okay, missions may target nations, control points, space facilities, and other counselors. After the mission assignment phase, missions will be resolved in a fixed sequence during the following days and weeks. Defensive missions will generally resolve before missions that are offensive in nature. While some missions are automatically successful, many are contested and require a success roll. After all counselors have been assigned missions, click the Confirm Assignments button. You will now be able to advance time forward, and missions will resolve automatically.
If we truly face the threat of invasion, we need to start organizing now. We are going to need global cooperation on a never-before-seen scale. I recommend we start tasking our counselors with gaining support in strategic positions of power across the globe.
Alright, so in other words, control points represent key nodes of political and economic power in a nation. They grant access to the nation's resources, control over its national priorities, and in some cases, command of one or more armies. Each nation has between 1 and 6 control points. The amount corresponds to the size of the nation's economy. Yeah, so economy, as far as I'm aware, is very important in this game. Obviously, as you might expect, pretty much every strategy, economy matters a huge amount. Initially, all control points are neutral, but expect all factions to target them early in the campaign. So, in other words, we should go for a control point as soon as possible. Neutral control points may be acquired by the Control Nation mission, okay, while the Purge mission seizes control points from other factions. Okay, this is very, very cool. Control points in more powerful nations will be harder to acquire in all cases. Well, yes. The rightmost control point in the nation panel, called the Executive Control Point, also grants access to the Set National Policy mission, which allows initiating wars, forming alliances, and similar high-level national actions. Okay, have a counselor successfully carry out a Control Nation mission. This will grant our faction ownership of a control point.
Reports are still coming in, but it is clear that an alien object has crashed down on the planet. We should send a counselor to investigate the site as soon as possible.
Yes, and our first knowledge of the alien arrival came when its spacecraft aerobraked in our upper atmosphere before crashing down in a remote territory and apparently self-destructing. We should send a counselor to the site to learn what we can. Have a counselor conduct the Investigate Alien Activity mission at the site. Okay. These tutorial windows will give you an overview of the various systems in the game. As you navigate the UI for the first time, buttons for interface tutorials will appear to the right. Okay. Okay, do I care? Maybe. Do I need this? I don't need this, right? Okay, apparently we have oh no. Oh, okay, apparently our soldiers have experience now. Do I need to click on this?
This is your main command interface.
Oh, okay. Okay, wait. The settings, yes, I understand that. Okay, the objectives window is up there. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. And this portion of the top bar displays the current resources. Okay, I need to know what these are. So let's actually just take a look at that. Money, what do we have? We have 200 in cash. Okay. Influence and operations. Okay, interesting. Are vital for advancing our goals on Earth. Boost and mission control are for developing and expanding our space programs. Okay. Research unlocks new technologies for our faction, such as modules or weapons. Okay, yeah, that's obvious, yeah. And the control point symbol indicates our capacity to manage the affairs of our nations. Where is the control point thing? Is this it? Mission control? Control point? That's research. What's that? Ah, that's control points right there. Okay, I understand. Ah, okay, here we go. So obviously money is pretty much just the general resource. Influence is for politics and stuff like that. And it's gained from counselor traits, basically every single thing. It is spent on control points. Okay. And operations are primarily gained from organizations, but can also come from councilor traits and certain hab modules in an Earth interface orbit. Okay, I don't know what that means. I don't know what any of this stuff means. That's the whole point. That's the reason why them telling me it's used in this, that doesn't really help me that much, but I guess we'll see. This portion of the top bar displays our current space resources and incomes. These are used to develop and support our space assets without the expense of purchasing and launching their equivalent from Earth using Boost. Okay. Right. Water, volatiles, base metals, noble metals, and fissiles, or fissils, are all primarily acquired by developing mining facilities on space bodies other than Earth. Once we have established a presence beyond Earth's surface, steady incomes of these resources will be key to expanding further into the solar system. This is an insane game. This is an insane game. Wow. Okay, it's blowing my mind right now at the scope of what we're going to have to do. It's kind of crazy. Okay, so navigation bar, all that stuff. Okay. Here's the solar system. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, we got a solar system view as well. Click this button to focus the view on the solar system. Okay, and then we have faction control. Open the council window where you can recruit and manage councilors and orgs, as well as review our faction's ledger and calendar. Our councilors are your chief agents on Earth and later throughout the solar system. By going on missions, they can rally nations to our cause, hunt for aliens, or interfere with the operations of other factions. Can they gain experience? I guess they can, right? I'm assuming they can, at least. Hab management, habitats, yes. You can also manage construction. Okay, there's the fleet window, research and development. And then we have intel. There's probably going to be... Are there assassinations in this game? I actually don't know. I would assume maybe there are. There probably are in some way or another. And there is the overlay. Click the arrows to change between the various filters. For many filters, a green highlight reflects a relatively high or positive value, while a red highlight reflects a low or negative value. And there's the finder panel with reference for all councilors, habitats, armies, etc. Double click on any entry to center the view on it. And then you can also search for people. Use the time controls, of course, and then you can set an in-game clock. Oh dear. Oh no. To open the set alarm window where you can create custom notifications that will appear at a specified time in the future. These custom alarms will also be tracked in our faction's calendar. Okay, that is probably going to be something necessary to do that, isn't there? Oh dear. Okay, so there we go. We did that. Alright, so we went through the tutorial and I still don't know what to do. I have no idea. Select a councilor mission. So that's what we'll do, I suppose. Where are we? We're here, right? This is us. So we should probably go and attempt to take a control point. Where is a control point? That's the question. I have no idea. Okay, so let's have a look. View solar system. Nations, habitats, and what do we have here? Okay. There's control points. Okay, so we can see here that we have... Well, I don't even know what control points are, as in, what do they look like? That's the thing. I guess we'll go this way. I have no idea. I suppose we'll just click on this, and we'll try to control this nation... 4%. Really? What about this? That's 32%. Wait. Okay, wait. Okay, I think I may have... 69%. Okay. Right. Okay, so I guess that's the thing. I targeted Elena, and hopefully she's going to be able to do something good here. Where are we currently? I think we're currently around here somewhere, right? I actually don't know where we are right now. I think we're around here somewhere. Yeah, so let's have a look. So this is 87%. I guess I'll just do this, right? I mean, look, it has an 87% chance.
Bringing them to our side.
There we go. Okay, so she's going to go ahead and do that. And then we have this guy. All right, we have this guy. We can automate his mission if we want to do that. So she's already capturing a control point, as you can see right there. And he should do something else, shouldn't he? Overthrow a government and reset its control points. Public campaign, increase public support, increase unrest, investigate councilor, gather intelligence on a councilor. We can inspire, or we can go to ground, go into hiding. I have no idea whether these guys are going to be targeted by anything, to be honest, but I think we should probably just go and control another nation. Can we do that, though? I need to spend influence to be able to do that. Okay, so we have a 93% chance to capture whatever he's targeting right now, which is what? I don't even know where this guy is. Let me actually see where he is. How do I... This? There we go. Okay. So he is over here. And what is he currently targeting? It doesn't tell me. Huh. I don't see the target. Oh no. Okay. Well, obviously if I select this, that's a 1% chance. That's not going to work. 20%, 17%, 18, 82% is pretty decent, I guess. 50%. I mean, I kind of want to do next to where we were before. That would be good, wouldn't it? So I'm thinking if we do somewhere... Oh, hello, 90%. That sounds pretty good. Yeah, let's do the 90%. There we go. All right, we'll do that. Adjust the council... adjust the resource slider on a councilor mission. What do you mean? The resource slider. Where is that? That's the thing. I have no idea. There doesn't seem to be one. There is no resource slider right here, and I'm apparently there.
Information about our currently selected...
Okay, wait a minute. Other factions icons will appear on the right side. Okay. Click the go-to button. Yes, we know that. Okay. Missions available for a selected councilor appear across the bottom of the interface. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. How do we do this? If a mission is contested, we may spend resources to improve our councilor's chance of success using the resource slider. Spending resources will often mean the difference between success and failure. So if I select this, I'm selecting this right now, it has direct investment? Do I need to do this somehow? Is there something that I need to do here to actually make that happen? Do I need to actually affect the economy in some way? I mean, we have a pretty high chance of being able to do this anyway, so I'm not sure why I would need to, but I am actually just going to confirm these. I'm just going to confirm these and see what happens. We've completed the Assign Counselors to Missions objective. We should assign our counselors to new missions during each mission assignments phase. These occur weekly at the start of the campaign, but will occur with less frequency as time passes. You can increase the game speed to progress more quickly using the time controls. Okay, yeah, so we should view our objectives.
For your guidance in directing their efforts.
Right, okay, so let's have a look here. So in other words, we can set a research priority, that's what we need to do for the tutorial, and then gain a control point in a nation. Well, that's obviously what I'm doing right now. Then we have the main campaign objective, which is to investigate the alien crash, and then our general objectives are to do all of this. So bigger things at the moment. So the first thing we should do is go to our research tree. Okay, yeah, set a research priority. Research in Terra Invicta is divided into two categories: global research and faction engineering projects. All factions may contribute to up to 3 simultaneous global research technologies, which represent a worldwide effort to advance in the understanding of a broad scientific principle. Once it is complete, it will unlock new projects for factions to research. The faction that contributes the most to a particular global research tech at the time it is completed selects the next one for the world to pursue. So if you're in control of that, then you're obviously going to have a great time. Each faction distributes its research income across global efforts. Okay, yeah, that's absolutely fine. So let's go here then. This is the research and development thing. And we're currently doing this. Are we currently doing this? I think so. Ah, there we go. We've completed the set a research priority objective. Well, that apparently is what I did. I apparently just clicked on that. Contributing to global research will increase our chances of unlocking private projects to research. Certain hab modules and orgs will allow us to expand our faction's research capabilities and pursue multiple private projects at once.
Our current counselors are stretched thin. I recommend we expand the council.
Okay, so expanding the council. Our faction's council is the backbone of our political efforts on Earth, and growing our council will allow us to undertake more missions simultaneously. Okay, so basically they're now telling us to recruit and maintain 5 counselors in our council. Alright, so how do we actually recruit them? There, the council. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so recruiting. There you go. Okay, so yeah, they don't tell you where to go. So I just had to kind of figure that out. All right, so let's actually have a look. So these guys all have different costs, as you can see, and most of them are a little bit too out of my range here. We might be able to get some people here. What is this? What is loyalty? Ah, that's loyalty, I assume, right? Yeah, that's probably loyalty. Okay, so let me actually just take a quick look here. Apparent loyalty, yes. Betray their faction to another. The value is displayed. The value displayed is normally an estimate based on the council's behavior. The councilor actual behavior or loyalty may only be discovered by investigating them, possibly multiple times. What? That's insane. Okay, so
Mission in progress.
Okay, so she's got 25 loyalty, and this guy's got 25 as well, apparently. Yeah, so I guess that's great.
On the left-hand side of your interface.
Okay, so we're going to have news coming up on the left side here. And certain time-based notifications like when a HAB module is constructed. Okay. Okay, so in other words, as you see here, we have a number of things that we need to look at here. We've completed this, completed that. Assigned counselors, yes, we have a new mission, and so on and so forth. Okay, so if I just cancelled all of those. Okay, great. That's wonderful. So now we can let the game run, I think. Can we? I'm actually not entirely sure, because if I go here and I just allow I do this and influence the public a huge amount, is there anything else that I want to go for here actually? Sociologists consider what the alien arrival means for human institutions. We learn how to live and thrive in a vacuum. Yeah, I mean, this one's the cheapest, right? This one's the cheapest, so we should probably do this one, right? I think so. And then obviously we have the tech tree, which is pretty crazy in itself. Yeah, so you can see here that we do need to get these to be able to get the high energy lasers potentially and all that stuff. Maybe? I don't know. I wouldn't know that just yet. I guess we're going to find out. So let's actually let the game run a little bit and actually see what happens, because I'm actually wondering what's actually going to happen with our people here. Because obviously our nation is over here, right? Yeah, this is us right here. So technically what I should have done was capture some stuff right next to us, right? That would have been the way to go, but obviously I did not do that. So let's actually speed. Aha. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so okay, I've got to be a bit careful of this. Got to be a little bit careful of this. What is that? What is the scanning line? What is that scanning line right there? I'm a little bit worried about that, but yes. Hopefully our people will be able to get this done. As I say, I'm not entirely sure how long it takes. I have no idea, so I guess we'll see. I mean, as it says, abort mission. She's still on the mission, so she should be completely fine, right? Should be completely fine. I mean, it's an 87% chance, but as we know, XCOM, they don't care about your percentages. If you have a 99% chance to hit that guy in the face, it's more than likely going to miss. Okay, so I've now recruited a new counselor, and I'm not entirely sure how she's going to be or anything like that. We're waiting for the next mission phase before she has an opportunity to actually contribute to our faction. So let's take a look at our management team here. I don't know what this means either. We are selecting our internal management team to help oversee our affairs. While we are gathering personnel from a variety of disciplines, at your direction, we will emphasize a particular specialty. Alright, so in other words, lobbyists and influencers, monthly influence income increases by 3. That's actually kind of insane in my opinion early on. Monthly though, that's just monthly, right? Yeah, monthly research income increases by 15. Select advisory team, money income increases by 10. Well, I think influence is going to be really important, but the thing is, monthly does not matter at all, in my opinion, because we're gaining 1 every single day. As you see here, monthly income is 24.7. I personally don't really care about increasing it by 3. I don't think that that's particularly good. Is that just me? I don't know. Maybe it is just me. Maybe I suck. Maybe I don't know anything. I don't, of course, but, you know, I'm thinking that 3 is not really that much. Our monthly income of research is 32, and in comparison to this, we get 15 increase of research income. That's a pretty significant amount from what we currently have. What about our money situation? Okay, so our monthly is... okay, yeah, we're going to need to take this one. Financiers and investors. That's going to be the way to go there, because we had 1. Our monthly income of money was literally 1. So I think we probably, you know, getting 10 times that amount, I think is probably going to get us the greatest possible opportunity for advancement here. At least that's the idea, right? Okay, so otherwise we can't actually do anything with this character right now as far as I'm aware. We have to wait. And currently we are doing audience research, as you can see right there. We are the only people doing this? Are we the only person doing audience research? Everyone else is doing We Are Not Alone and stuff like that? I am obviously choosing the wrong thing. I must be choosing the wrong thing. If the AI is choosing to do the other stuff, then it's most likely that they are knowing what to do, you know, in comparison to me, of course, because I don't really know what we're doing. But yes, I guess we'll see. Okay, so I can cancel that notification as well. I wish the notifications were slightly larger.
We have gained significant support.
Ah, there we go. We actually did it. Okay, fantastic. Let me actually just see here. We've completed the gain a control point in a nation objective. We've gained our first control point. Okay, wow, that's great. This gives us access to some of the nation's resources, some degree of control over the nation's priorities, and possibly an army. Control points may be attacked by other factions via the Crackdown and Purge missions, so it may be wise to use the Defend Interests mission in this nation to discourage this.
As we expand our operations, we will soon need the support of a large nation.
Okay, so while we should pursue a diverse coalition of support, if we are to meaningfully face the potential threat posed by the aliens, we will need the backing of some nations with significant resources. We should align ourselves with nations that are generating boost, or have the resources to bootstrap a space program within a short period of time, so that if necessary we can meet whatever threat these aliens pose on an even footing. Additionally, we should consider nations that have access to an army or could assemble one quickly if the aliens reveal terrestrial hostile intent. Okay, so carry out a control nation mission in a nation with at least 4 control points. I don't know. Okay, I don't know what that means.
Our counselor has gained the support of people in key positions of power in a nation. We should consider what our priorities are for that nation.
Okay, a nation's priorities govern how it will distribute its economic surplus over time in the form of investment points. Okay. Priorities direct a nation's development in various ways, including building armies, investing in education, or developing space programs. Taking over more control points in a nation lets us further influence that nation's priorities. Click on a nation where our faction has ownership of at least 1 control point, then select the Priorities tab in the Nation panel. Adjust one of the nation's priorities by cycling the pips associated with it. Okay, and he's gained this. We now have 1 of 2 control points. Okay, that's great. Okay, outcome success. We rolled a 59. I'm not entirely sure why. I guess rolling under gets us the victory, I guess. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah. Our counselor spotted. Resistance counselor Sahea Yaluri was detected by another faction in the Windhoek region of Namibia. Detected counselors are targets for enemy investigation or attacks. This counselor may consider using the go-to-ground mission to shake any pursuit. Future notifications of this type will not trigger an alert nor pause the game. They will instead appear in either the newsfeed on the left side or in the event summary window accessible from the navigation. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's that.
We were unable to establish control.
Ooh, we failed this? Oh, really? We rolled a 98? Come on now. Are you serious? Repeat the mission. Can we repeat the mission? Okay, wait. I need to actually just check that real quick.
Wrapping up here.
So let's actually. We need to wait for the. Okay. We need to wait for the next thing, and we should also recruit a 4th counselor, apparently, according to this. So we should probably do that sometime soon. Let's have a look at this. Completed this. Completed that. We failed one, and we succeeded at another one. Okay, that's somewhat decent-ish, I guess. Okay, so let's have a look. Design priority template. So the priority here. What should the priority be? Do I care about the priority? Do I want to build an army? Do I want to build an army? Do I want to get funding? Do I want to get something else? At the moment, it feels as though they already have a priority template, and I'm not sure whether I really want to change that, because it's probably... Oh, wow. Okay, wait a minute. We can actually change the template however we so desire by the looks of things. So we can change it to be anything we like. Okay, what do we want? A Roddenberryan? Really? Really? Wait a minute. Is that Star Trek? Is that literally Star Trek? I'm going to choose this in every single one. I'm going to choose this in every single one. Is that Star Trek? Okay, we have to do it. Okay, so we'll do that. And, yeah, well, we can't really do anything else. I'll just let the game run. And at the end of this week, we'll probably get new mission assignments. And I don't think I can actually get... Oh, wait. Oh, no. What's going on here? The UN Security Council has met to discuss the alien arrival. Unfortunately, the hoped-for show of international unity did not materialize, with China, Russia, and the United States accusing each other of hiding knowledge about the alien crash and preventing full access to the site. We have an opportunity to shape events to our advantage, even make our case directly to the nations of the world. However, with the eyes of the world on these meetings, our counselor's risk of exposure to our enemies is extremely high. Alright, so we gain influence, and we also gain whatever this is, ops, I think. Yeah, ops. If we do that, remain in the shadows, we gain ops, and that's it. Or we can deliver our manifesto to the world. Oh dear. A great deal of information about the resistance will be exposed to our enemies. Okay, a small opinion boost. How much grants a regular opinion boost? Okay, so we gain 25 instead of 50. Okay, I'm going to quietly steer support to the resistance.
Every circumstance is an opportunity. Our test is to recognize and seize it.
We have encountered the initiative. The leaders of this shadowy cabal reveal little about themselves or their methods. In some regions, they are behind rampant rumors that the alien arrival is a fabrication by Earth's governments and corporations. In others, they have founded companies selling products that allegedly protect from a fictitious alien disease they seem to have made up.
We believe we can join them as brothers and sisters if we only convince them we are worthy.
We've also encountered the Academy. Led by members of Earth's scientific community, this faction has concluded that any species able to cross the stars must have moved beyond violence as a mechanism to resolve conflict. They assert that humanity must work to build a bridge to ensure the aliens treat us as equals. Alright, so we encountered those two factions. Alright, good to know. And we detected an enemy counselor, apparently. Operatives with the resistance have detected that someone in the Madrid region of Spain is acting as a counselor for one of the other secret organizations that has formed to address the alien arrival. We may send one of our counselors to investigate and learn more about this person. Okay, so that is over here. Okay. Humanity first. Oh, okay, I see. I see what they're all about. Yes, I know them. I know those kinds of people. Okay, so let's actually just wait until the next day, because I'm sure we will have the opportunity. Can we recruit another counselor, by the way, right now? I think we can, right? I think I will probably do that. Yeah, let's get this guy. I have no idea how to say his name, so maybe it's not a good idea for me to get that guy, but he has really good loyalty, so I kind of like that. Let's get him. There we go. Alright, Suraj. Suraj? I don't know. I have no idea. Research the We Are Not Alone tech. Oh, I should probably do that then. Okay. Well, I have absolutely... Well, I've kind of done some bad things now because I have not actually done this at all. I guess we should do Skywatch as well a little bit here. And let's reduce this a little bit. Let's get that somewhat... Wow, it's going to... Literally, it's going to be until the 3rd of October? This is insane. Okay. Yeah, let's do June. Okay, I guess we'll do June or something like that. I have no idea. I feel like I've made a mistake with the research, but well, it is my first game. Let's see how it goes. Maybe it's actually going to turn out to be somewhat interesting. And okay, it's an honor to work with you, Commander. I'm delighted to help move the goals of the Resistance forward. Yeah, I just hope you don't get shot in the face. All right. It's going to turn over to the 7th of February, and then we are going to be able to assign missions soon enough, hopefully. And then once we can assign those missions, we will be able to, hopefully, go over to Madrid and obviously, do other stuff, like, actually take over Botswana and so on and so forth, because let's face it, we need to. Let's go a little bit faster. There we go. Enemies are planning, apparently. And... we have some supporters in Morocco, making it a good target for us to control. Okay, in Morocco? Where's that? I'm very bad at geography, just so you know. Okay. International Space Station. Okay, yeah, we've got huge amounts. I kind of wish there was a way for me to see... Is there not a way for me to see the name of these things? Because otherwise I'm just going to be mousing over every single thing. Because I'm that bad. So, maybe there is in the options. Alright, so I have found Morocco now, hilariously enough, and it's over here. So there are two places that we could potentially go to. I personally don't believe She's still on the same mission, so she's just going to repeat that mission. That's absolutely fine. Now, if we actually take him and put him here, this is a 77 only, though. This is only a 77% chance of success. I personally don't believe this is good. I don't think that's actually good, so I'm not going to go there. I'm actually going to go somewhere else. We are going to go probably over here. I think that's probably pretty good. Let's do that one. And then we also need to do something back in our home base. So we need to take her and actually do something here. We need to... let me see. Investigate the counselor. I mean, we need to do something to contact and identify counselor from another nation. Well, look, this guy is doing something here, right? So how do I actually kill this guy or do something about that? I'm not entirely sure. I guess we're gonna just have to stabilize the nation, right? We should investigate alien activity there as well, apparently. Investigate the alien activity. Shall we just go ahead and do that? I should probably just go ahead and do that, shouldn't I? There you go. Okay, so she's going to go ahead and do that. Okay, that's fantastic. I'm not entirely sure what this guy is going to do. I hope that he's not going to kill one of us. that would just be my luck, wouldn't it? That would just be my luck. Okay, so we can defend interests here and stuff like that if we want to. I don't know where he is, by the way. He's somewhere else. But that's okay. I want to control another nation with him if at all possible. So we have an 87% chance there once again. Maybe we can get a little bit lucky and... Let's see, what can I do? Well, not much. He's not really that good at capturing stuff by the looks of things. Yeah, it's not looking particularly good. We could investigate that counselor with him instead, actually. Let's do that. So, investigate counselor. No, protect target. No. Where is that thing? Detain counselor. Huh. He could have actually done that with that guy over there. That might have been pretty cool. Okay, let's actually go here and actually see. Detain counselor, 6% chance. No, not in a million years. Okay, so let me actually just deselect this guy for a real quick second, and let's just see. Is he actually here? Yeah. That guy is there. So we should try, if we can, protect target, contact, or we can surveil the location. Yeah. Surveil, I guess? I have no idea. I guess that's fine. I guess we'll do that. Aha, we've encountered the servants. This group has determined the aliens are of divine origin and has declared itself their heralds and defenders. Oh dear. Okay, yes, okay, so that's fine. Okay, ooh, the growing realization that we are not the sole sapient species in the universe is causing many to see their fellow humans in a new light, leading to hopes that we can overcome our capacity for strife to address the alien arrival as one people. Let us try to set aside our differences and go forward together. All nations gain 1 cohesion, and we also unlock the Wave of Fear event. I don't know what that means, but I guess we'll find out. I am searching for our enemies in the Madrid region. Yes, okay, so he's actually completed that? A representative of Project Exodus is requesting to speak with you. Okay. What does he want? He wants Marigold Communications. What's this? Headquartered in the Singapore region. What does he want? He wants to give me this? He wants a non-aggression pact. That's all he wants? Really? Is he trying to pull the wool over my eyes? Maybe. Let's complete that trade, I guess. Non-aggression pact sounds pretty good to me, to be honest. So why not? And we'll just continue onward. I don't think I really need to look at too much here. I don't think. I think these icons on the left are way too small for my liking. Okay, build the council. Well, obviously we need to get one more council, I think. I have learned some useful information from my investigation of the UFO crashdown site in Sudan. We will receive a small bonus to our xenology research going forward. Okay, that's good. Aha. Despite heavy security, we were able to obtain some surveillance records of the crash site, as well as a small quantity of debris. We should have a project ready for research shortly. We have gained the following resources. Okay, nice. Our counselor was able to obtain some surveillance recordings, and we should analyze it as soon as possible. And the new project is available as Research Alien Signatures. Okay. I've gained a control point. Yes, there we go. She finally did it. Okay, that's great. We now have 1 of 2 control points there. Okay, that's wonderful. So, yeah, we can actually just continue onward there. Control, yes, there we go. We did this one too. That's wonderful. Great. And now, yeah, so we have 1 of 2. I'm not entirely sure how we're supposed to get another one, because I'm not seeing another portion of Zambia. Where is the other portion of Zambia? I don't see that, you see. That's kind of interesting. I guess there is just another control point right here, and we just do the same mission again or something like that? I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know about that. But we are getting a significant amount of influence right here, right now. Obviously, that is per month, by the way. I've changed this to per month. I looked through the settings because I wanted to see whether there was a way for me to change this around and actually make it easier to see, because unfortunately, it's very difficult for me right now. Okay, well, there isn't anything else for me to do, so I will just let it run. New project available. Okay, let's open our research and let's have a look. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, we've done the we are not alone thing, but we're barely doing that. And what else do I want to do here? Where's the thing? Where actually is the thing that we need to research? Didn't they tell me that I needed to research the parts? But I'm not seeing the parts here. Interesting. Right. Let me have a look. Research alien signatures. When it becomes available... when it becomes available. Okay. Complete the alien signatures project. Well, that's not available yet as far as I can tell. I mean, you've seen it. It's not there. So we're not going to be able to do that. And indeed, the enemies are now planning. And we will probably be planning soon as well. Yes, there we go. Alright, so now we can actually start doing some other stuff. So, in other words, we can defend our interests. Do we want to defend our interests in Sudan? Probably not, right? That's probably not necessary. I wouldn't mind controlling another nation, though, or inspiring some people. We can advise, provide expertise to a nation or habitat. The Councilor's Science Command and Administration attributes will improve the target's research output. He has massive command skill, which would actually help us a great deal. So let's go back here to Namibia and let's do that. So we're going to advise ourselves, apparently. And we have Elena here. Let's go and have her control something else. Let's do one of these, I guess. Another one here? Can we do another one here? 80% chance? I think that sounds pretty cool. Why not? And then we can do a crackdown. Temporarily disable the benefits of a control point, remove any defenses, and make it easier to purge the controlling faction. Where is she right now? Let's take a look. She's over here. Okay, I don't really want to do crackdown because this is where we own this. We own this, don't we? I think we do, so it's probably not the best idea for us to do that. We could do a public campaign, increase public support in a nation for our cause. I think that sounds pretty cool. Let's do that. Okay, apparently I sent her down there, even though I didn't want to do that. Well, there you go. Alright, that's great, isn't it? Okay, we have an 85% chance here. No. Botswana is 94% chance. Let's do the 94% chance. And then I think that's probably going to be good enough. Yep. I think that's nice. Okay, let's let it run. I'm lending my expertise to Namibia. Until I am assigned a new mission, I shall be increasing the nation's research output by 2%, investment points by 6%, and the performance of its armies and defense forces by 0.08 mil-tech value. I highly doubt that's actually any good, right? I highly doubt that that's going to be that useful, but I don't know. Maybe it's actually going to be good. Anyway, global research has now been completed. Scientists around the world have gained a full understanding of mission to space. The Protectorate contributed the most to the effort and has selected advanced carbon manipulation as a new direction for global research. Right. Okay. Good, thank you. And it also says here that if our faction has executive control of a nation, we may launch nuclear strikes against its enemies with the button that appears here. Nuclear strikes do horrific damage to regions and infrastructure and therefore count as atrocities. Okay, that's really, really interesting, actually. So, yeah, we can also set the nation's priorities, of course. Yeah, we will actually be doing that. We can also abandon the nation if we want to, and there are 2 regions in this, obviously, as well, and all that stuff. Okay, so we should actually... We've now completed this, which is really, really nice, obviously. And, yeah, we did not, obviously, do that much with this. And indeed, look at what we have here. We've increased popular support for the resistance in Zambia. Our public support here has changed by 9%. It now stands at 17. That's actually really good. Shall we repeat that? We should probably repeat that mission. I think that sounds pretty good. Let's repeat that mission. Yeah, so I'm just going to pause this real quick. So as you can see, we now have this. So we don't currently have direct control over the things that happen in South Africa, I guess. Namibia we do, so that's why I can change the priorities. I can change the priorities here as well. Okay, that's cool. Let's do that. Okay, and can we change priorities here? Yes, we can. Okay, let's change priorities here as well. Zambia, we do have control of that. We are going to be controlling another control point, I think, sometime soon. And we also have Sudan, which we don't actually have the primary control over. Okay, that's interesting. I'm not entirely sure why we don't, but there you go. Okay. So, yeah, we're just going to continue onward, and we'll see what happens in the meantime. Yeah, you can see here, obviously, we're now able to undertake the energy lab. What? He literally failed a 95%? See, that's exactly what I was talking about. Repeat mission, you absolute idiot. Okay, I'm not sure why he's doing that. Why is he doing that? I have no clue. 95% chance to achieve victory, and he failed it? Oh, 5% chance failure? I mean, really, that is just so funny. Okay, so let's research something here. Okay, so... Acquire an org for one of our counselors that grants an engineering project to unlock this additional project capability. Additional project granting orgs will provide bonuses for all our projects. Okay, well, that's obviously not going to be particularly useful for me right now because I don't currently have the ability to do that. Do I? I don't know. But all I do know is that we should probably just continue to research this. Let's just research that a little bit more. Skywatch is obviously fine. Let's just do a little bit of this as well. Yeah, we currently can't research the clandestine cells project because that's not currently available as far as I can see. We also have intel here, as you can see here too, which, well, doesn't really provide me with much right now, to be honest. So yeah, I guess we'll just continue onward and see what happens. There we go. We did it. We have obtained control over a nation, so now we have 2 out of 2 control points. And public opinion has shifted by 9% in our favor. That's fantastic. Okay, great. So that means we now have control of Zambia completely. And yes, as you can see, we now own both of these control points. So that's fantastic. So we should now select Roddenberrien for all of it. Not entirely sure if that's a good idea, to be honest, because we might have to fight some things, but yes. Yeah, well, I guess we'll see. I don't know. Maybe it's a bad idea for me to do this with this particular, you know, first run and everything. Maybe I should just leave it on defaults. But I don't know. I'm kind of intrigued. I'm kind of intrigued about it. Anyway, I think that's probably going to be it for this episode. If you'd like to see more of Terra Invicta, then by all means let me know, because let's face it, this is exactly the kind of game that I really, really enjoy. I just suck at it really, really badly, at least initially, and it does take me quite some time to learn these things, especially considering these small icons. I can't. Look at this. I have to mouse over all of this stuff. I wish there was just a small little text readout on the side here, because there's a lot of dead space here that you could literally just fill with text. I don't know. Maybe there's a mod that does that or something. I don't know. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching. Do you want to see more? Do you want to see more? Let me know. Yeah, so I thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.